What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here with this week's edition of Stompbox Saturday, and on the stomping block today is the AT Drive from Joyo's Ironman series. Now, if you have any preconceived notions about the Chinese mini pedals, throw them right out the window. Like that one right there, throw them right out the window. Much like the droid that graces my t-shirt, it is not to be underestimated. First off, the Joyo Ironman series is incredibly well designed, and in my opinion, it's the best mini pedal design on the market today. First off, the size. It fits in under the heel of the boots that I typically wear when I play live. So you're wondering, how is this mini pedal going to work for a guy who wears a size 12 boot? Well, first off, the knobs, they're small, and they're slightly recessed on the pedal, so I'm not going to kick them. All the other mini pedals seem to have the knobs sticking straight up right out of the enclosure, and 9 times out of 10, I knock the knobs with my foot when I go to turn it off. But even better is this right here. It's a tiny cover for your settings so that you have even further security of not knocking your settings. Really, really cool. And of course, if you're one of those guys that likes to keep your tone secrets, well, then you can hide your settings. Now you might be wondering, how am I going to know whether the pedal is on or off? Well, the Joyo name lights up on the face of the pedal. It's a really cool touch and something kind of cool to see on a dark stage. Now what you just heard was that in front of a crunchy sound on my orange rock reverb, so let's check it out in front of a clean amp. The AT Drive, despite its appearance, is quite a versatile pedal, at least in my experience. It's got knobs for volume, drive, low, and high. Now those low and high knobs make it really nice to work with a bunch of different amplifiers. Right now I'm in the clean channel of my rock reverb, and this is the tone that I have. Nice, clean, very straight and to the point. Now adding in the AT Drive, we can add just a little bit of grit, dial out some of those booming lows so it's not overwhelming, and give it a little bit more in the highs for some extra chime. Very nice for that early vintagey rock and roll tone. But of course we can turn up the gain a little bit past halfway, and we can use that for some lead work. Nice, smooth, bluesy. You know, for such a tiny pedal, it's got a lot of sustain. It's really, really nice. Now, of course, with the 2-band EQ, we can further shape the tone. If we want to go for, say, a higher gain rhythm tone, just diming the drive knob, we're going to add some of those lows back in and leave the highs flat. That's the first time I've ever done that. I actually really enjoyed that. But as you can see, in front of a clean channel, this thing has a wide range of tones. It's all about just playing with the knobs and finding what works for you. At the top of the video, we saw the AT Drive boosting a crunchy amplifier for higher gain tones, and I'm doing exactly that right now. The cool thing about the AT Drive, it shares a lot of similarity with the exotic BB Preamp, in my experience. but it's really good tone shaper. Now on this particular setting, I've got the highs and lows both in and around 1 o'clock on the dial. I've got the volume straight up at noon, and I'm not even using that much drive. It's in and around 9 o'clock. I'm really wanting the output of this pedal to do the majority of the gain boosting, and I'm more using it as a tone shaper. So this is the sound that we start off with. Nice, crunchy, tight, but it's not quite what we were going for the kind of music we want to play. So let's turn the AT drive on and see what we get. Sorry, couldn't help myself. With that kind of riffing, it makes me want to play the Power Rangers theme. Sorry. Just having some fun there. But really, I mean, the output of the pedal is just boosting the gain further. You get a little bit of gain coloration from the AT drive, and using the EQ, it's very, very powerful. So let's go on the opposite end of the spectrum, and let's dial out the treble. Let's turn up the gain. And I'll turn that up to about 3 o'clock, and I'll make the lows flat. Now what we're going for here is more of a fuzzy lead tone. So without the pedal first. Nice, very classic, but there's not a whole lot of sustain, and well, it's just crunch. We want fuzz, so let's go for that. That is some pretty powerful sustain, if I do say so myself. Well, there you have it, everybody. There is your look at the AT drive, part of Joyo's Ironman series. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this pedal certainly exceeded my expectations. I really went in just knowing that, well, this is a mini pedal. It's made in China. Is it going to be like all the other Chinese pedals that I have seen? It certainly is not. But again, that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Shoot me a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next week, Sean Pierce Johnson here. I wish you good tone and happy stomping. Cheers.